Hey friends, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm actually going to be showing you how I plan in my Erin Condren hourly. So I was recently sent over the 2021 to 2022 life planner. So I got the one that goes from, it's 18 months. So it goes from July to December 2022. And it's pretty similar to the layout that we have now. So it's still going to be like 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. hours marked. But I know that there may be certain changes. So starting, I'm actually going to go ahead and take some measurements because I actually haven't had an hourly before. Like before this, I was actually using an older one. So this is the hourly from 2021, I think, or from the 2020 annual like calendar year hourly. And as you can see, it's actually, there's no half-hour blocks. It literally goes from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. So planning it here will look a little bit different. So I kind of wanted to go through and do a little plan with me and show you what that planning will probably look like for this coming year when I start in July. And I know there's a lot of people who kind of been asking for it, and it's actually something I was thinking about doing after the planners come out on Monday or May 3rd. But some of you are saying it would actually help you to pick your design, so I decided to go ahead and do it. And so this one is actually 18 months, and I'm an academic year planner, if that makes sense. And when I say academic year, I mean like June to July to like the next June or July. So if planners come out in June, or like May to June, I'm probably not going to be using them on like the last 6 months of this. So from June to December 2022, or I might be using it a different way. So I'm just going to kind of do a mock plan in this part of the planner. Before I get started, I wanted to do some measurements comparing it to the current hourly. So this is going to be the one that's from 2020 to 2021. And this is actually the binder layout. I don't have the coiled version, but I figured the binder hourly, I think, should be pretty close to the same as what is in the coil. So I'm going to go ahead and compare the measurements for these two. I don't have a ruler that would actually measure like down to the millimeter and centimeter for people who need those for sticker shops. This is more just so you know if the sizing is the same and if it's still going to work for you. And so since I don't have like a super precise ruler, like mine is literally just going to be inches and I have centimeters on there, so it's like not going to be the most accurate thing in the whole world. I'm just going to use a post-it note to show you if it is the same. So I'm just going to lay this down for one of the columns and mark here. And it looks like those hourly columns are the same. So the columns will be the same width. And one thing I noticed in this planner, I feel like the lines don't go all the way to the edge of where the hourly columns start, which if you look in this planner, in the current one for 2021, that the lines actually do go all the way up to where the hourly column starts. So I don't know if that means less line space, but let's see. I was using a post-it and mark where the line, so this is where the line stops in the, so I don't know if the lines like not going up to the hourly column here mean you're getting less notes line space than you are in the current 2021 versus the new life planners coming out for like 2022. So like marking it here, I just marked line to show like the line note you get for the new planner versus the current. And you can see like the 2021 planners, you probably get like a centimeter more of line space in the current 22 or the 2021. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this here. So I went ahead and mark this here, and if you can tell, it's like maybe you get like a centimeter more line space in the 2021 planner versus the 2021 to 2022 planner for the notes page. So I mean, you could write off of the lines, but I don't know, I think that's an interesting little factoid. I wonder why they decided to make that change. I'm not sure, maybe this is just like a sample copy kind of mistake that will be coming in other life planners, but that's what it is though. But the hour columns are still going to be the same size. So the places where you're actually writing your daily plans are still going to be the same. And you still do get those same 2 boxes at the bottom. I know some people will use that for like meal plans or like just other little to-do things they want to put down for a specific day. So you'll still get that space there as well. And then I wonder, is the mini calendar still, let's use this side. I feel like the mini calendar is still the same. Yeah, the mini calendar is still the same size, so I'm not really sure why there's less line note pages, but it seems to be that's the one thing that has changed. You still have this space at the top where it gives you like the date. So that date marking, so that date header with the day of the week and the date of the week, that is still going to stay the same height and width since the columns are the same. And doesn't seem like there's really any major differences actually in the weekly layout, at least for the binder to a coil, the older binder to the new coiled coming out May 3rd, 2021. So those look about the same. So in case you were wondering, just as like a consumer, these are going to be pretty much the same. I don't really see anything that's going to be different. The only thing that you'll notice is here, like you'll see that the holiday is above the date. That's going to be the same this year, except you'll see a lot more holidays that are going to go above that day of the week. So like I know currently they put a lot of traditional like American US holidays throughout the week, but there's going to be more religious holidays, more I don't want to say socially conscious holidays, but there's a lot more holidays that are recognized in the planner, like including days like Juneteenth, which I thought was a really cool addition. So that's going to be there, but it's actually not, in case you're wondering about the holidays, it won't be all of them. There are some that are going to come on this extra sheet. So it's just going to have like Grandparents' Day, National Adoption Month begins, Jewish American Heritage Month. So you're able to add these date stickers in as well. Okay, so that was the binder to coiled hourly comparison. Just to reiterate, this binder I know doesn't turn well at all. I'm going to need page turners for this, but this is the layers binder hourly compared to the new Just My Type hourly, but the hourly layout is going to be the same among the different designs. It just depends on what color scheme you choose. So as I mentioned before, this is an 18-month planner, so it is pretty thick. Like when I got this in the mail, I realized like it literally goes up all the way up the coil, and even my academic planner did not do that when I got it, and same with the vertical planner I have. Like these look about the same width. I mean, I do have paper clips and post-its and things clipped in there as well, and there's also a bit of water damage, but if these are the same after literally like a year of use, you can imagine how thick an 18-month planner would get. So that is one quick note of something to keep in mind for if you're using kits a lot in the 18-month, you might want to consider taking the last 6 months out, which I might be doing, not so much because of stickers, but simply because I don't plan on using the last 6 months. I'll probably hold on to them in a binder, but I don't think they're gonna get used since I pretty much stay on like the academic calendar year. Okay, so on to the plan with me. So I am actually going to be using a kit that I got from Mama Gloria, and she has her kits, or Mama Gloria's shop, all over Etsy, and she has a Facebook page I think too, and on Instagram showing you how she uses these kits. I don't usually use sticker kits for weekly planning. I mostly would just use like I know here's like the layers designer sticker book. I'll like just use these and stick them in wherever I need them. And I'm a horizontal planner for the most part. This is kind of like a new thing for me, planning in an hourly Erin Condren. So a lot of kits don't really work, and even if you do find a horizontal kit, you're still placing the stickers wherever you want to. There isn't really a set place, which is fine with me, but I can do that just as well with any sticker sheet I can get off of Etsy or like any other planner shop. But I decided to spring for these, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this kit for most of this week. And yes, this week is for December 22nd, or this week is going to be for December 2022. So this is the week of December 26th to January 1st. And you're probably wondering how I'm going to plan then, but I'll be using that week in the academic year planner that I get next summer. I'm basically just going to plan this out like how I would usually plan out a week. And since my school schedule is on Google Calendar, I'm pretty much going to be using that to just like plug things in, like classes I'm going to be going to, work schedule, things like that. And so that is how I'm going to add things in here. So it has literally been ages since I've done a plan with you. I think one of my first ones was back when I first made this YouTube channel, and I thought, oh, I'm going to do these every single week, and then that totally fell off. So I'm kind of excited to get back to it. So I'm going to start with these Mama Gloria washi strips. Not 100% sure where each one would fit, though. It seems like each strip would kind of cover an hour. Oh, and also this is going to be the kit 0011. So if you're looking for that on the site, you'll be able to find it by that number up there. And this is one that's made specifically for the hourly. So everything should fit in nicely. I'm actually going to put these strips in last because I realize I don't usually like to cover stuff up, since I usually put my plans in first, but because I'm kind of playing around what I know is already in my Google Calendar, which I have up on my laptop, it will be pretty easy to just set this up without writing everything in first. So since I have been using the hourly planner like in my binder, I realized that I do like to go ahead and stick in one of these stickers if I have one just loose from like a sampler sheet or anything like that. And I don't really do habit tracking as much as I will stick it in and hope that I'll get it done. This is more just so that I can keep track of meals more easily instead of like always looking in my meal planner all the time. And I don't need this mini month. I feel like it's kind of a waste of space. Literally, I don't know why it's still there, but hopefully it's useful for someone. I'm not that someone, so I just covered that right up. I'm just gonna stick this weekend sticker in here as well because I have no plans to be awake before 8 a.m. She has these pretty cute like full boxes as well, but I'm not sure how I will use these since, oh, you know what? I think I will go ahead and use this yellow one for Friday. I have like a long day going on that day, and this might help keep track of everything that's going on. I don't usually use these full picture sheets because, like I said, like they cover in an hourly. Like in a vertical, you kind of have more space to squeeze things like this in. Same in a horizontal, you could do it, but in an hourly, I'd literally be covering how many hours? Like 3.5 hours, and I don't have time for that. I literally have things to do. I'm gonna go ahead and use these sheets. I like these little appointment labels. Those will help a lot to work for class. And she also has these other check boxes. I think this is good for if I have a day where I don't have hourly plans and kind of just stuff to do. Although I really try to stick with the hours just because I start to think that there's 35 hours in the day and there's only 24, and then I just get lost in the sauce. So that'll be easier. Oh, let me use this week. I like this here. Just what I've got going on. And will this sticker? No way. Will this fit in the sidebar? I assumed this was for the hours, and it looks like it will line up. So you could use these for the hour, and that will literally stretch from 7 until 4 p.m. So you'll literally have like 9 hours, and each will cover like a half-hour box of to-dos. But I think I will put it over in the sidebar. This is usually where I put things I have to get done that I don't have a specific time where they need to get done. I just know they need to get done sometime during the week. And that kind of helps me plug it in, like schedule time to just tackle these to-do list items, make sure to get done. And if it's perfectly on the side, so I don't have to make my own boxes. Very nice. I'm gonna add this meal plan sticker on here as well. For me, weekends are always gonna be laundry time. I find if I try to skip, it just gets really annoying during the week. So I'm gonna stick that in there for 9 a.m. because I feel like after this week, Saturday is just gonna be a late day. It's gonna be what it is, and that's fine. So I like to put trash day stickers for the day that I'm going to take out the trash versus the next day when it comes, because by the time it comes in the morning, like, I'm not gonna wake up if the truck comes at 6 a.m. So I'll stick it in for Wednesday since they come on Thursday. I'm like almost like, where the heck do I put any of this stuff? I'm not used to having this many options. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just go back to these appointment labels. I'm already folding what I'm doing for Friday. How much? These boxes cover 2 hours. Perfect, because most of my classes are 2 hours long. So I'm gonna use the bright yellow for an exam that I have on Tuesday from 1 to 3. And then I'll just go ahead and order before I get lost in this. So I'll probably alternate between all these colors, but I have class on Monday at 9. I wish there was a 2-hour box. Is that a thing? Let's try to use. Or like not 2 hour, but 4-hour block. Yes. I'm starting to think that I need to buy more stickers that cover like a 1-hour block, because I find a lot of like the kits I've just seen online, you'll get skinny ones like this that cover 30 minutes. But for 30-minute blocks, I usually am fine with just writing in. I don't need a sticker to cover that necessarily. Or you'll have ones that will cover like a 5-hour chunk. And I am in school a few hours a day, but it's not like the same thing. I like to split it up between the classes. Some classes are not required, so I don't always mark those down just because I'm gonna be there. So I don't really need to go and like do a whole big thing. It's easier for me to just write them down and not have to put an appointment label in. So what other 1-hour classes do I have? Med Chem on Monday. These stickers are so fun. And then I also have Pharmacology Thursday, 3 to 4. How much is it to do for each day? Dare I put a to-do list at the top of my days? I don't usually, well, I wouldn't say I do usually. Sometimes I'll leave a little to do so I have space for what I'm going to do that day. If I have space like in what I actually have to be at during the day, I'll go ahead and do that. Just because I feel like it helps me remember the things that have a specific deadline. Because if it's over here and I put the deadline, it kind of just, it gets lost. If it's not on that specific day in the weekly, then yeah, it doesn't exist in my head. And then I also have the final exam on that Thursday, 10 to 12. Oh, I didn't even realize that was a final. I like put that in really weird. So I gotta star that one. Like I have class 1 to 3 Thursday. And then I also have class from 8 to 12 on Wednesday. Is there like a meta box for 4? Of course there is. Holy gee lips. These checkbox stickers will cover that whole time period. It's not actually going to be stuff I have to do, but that's fine. Like just blocking out that way. And then 10 to 12, I have class on Monday. So I'm just going to stick this. Since I have class 10 to 12 there. Another meeting, 3 to 5. Tuesday is set. Wednesday is set as well. So it's Thursday, Friday, and I have no idea what I'm going to do over the weekend. I feel like my weekends are kind of open, and my Saturday, Sunday gets better planned once I can like see what I actually accomplished during the week, because I don't really like to go ahead and, you know, assume that everything went perfectly right and everything I meant to do and all the things I studied, I like understood like Monday through Friday, and then I'm just gonna do stuff on Saturday, Sunday. Like, you know, I don't really know how the week is gonna turn out as much as I plan. So I usually just keep it open, but since like Saturday, Sunday are usually more open, I do like to keep like a to-do list or like to-do sticker or something like that, just to show what like my most important tasks are going to be for each day. And sometimes I'll just label MIT for most important tasks, other times it'll just be to-do or whatever, because I know like each day. And I really only stick the to-do labels for days where I have like time to get stuff done, if that makes sense. So if I had something scheduled, like here I have something scheduled for most of the day, by the time I like breathe, eat dinner, review notes for the day, like I don't have time for a whole bunch. But because I know that I have like exams coming up and then I have other things to study for the end of the week, I know that there's little study tasks that need to get done for that day. For the rest of the week, since I don't have 6 a.m. plans, it's kind of bothering me seeing the time there, even though nothing is happening there. I noticed how some people use the hourly kind of like a vertical because it has lines, and that's kind of what's happening there. Is I will not have 7 a.m. plans on the weekend, so I'm just using this Tombow whiteout tape to go ahead and remove that. If I have class at 9, I'm probably going to be up at 8. Probably not going to be up at 8 that day, but I'll just leave that there for most of these. And then I got this stencil. I think it was like about $3 on the Erin Condren website. I don't know if it is still there. I've had this for quite a while, but I'm gonna go ahead and make a mini to-do list with these boxes. And the cool thing about these is that the spacing does match up pretty well with the EC lines, since it is like an EC stencil. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill in all of these labels with my actual plans for the week. I love that with this kit though, like, I haven't used the washi strip, which I will in just a second, but then you have like all these full boxes. I only used one, so I literally have 8 left. That's probably gonna last me weeks, even if I try to use one each week. And then I still have a bit of these stickers as well, which I really do like, because I actually put 2 by, because I always have something I need to pick up at the store. That's my sidebar. But we really have so many more extra stickers. Like I have so many of these to-do lists, so many flags. So that is an important thing to know, unless you have a lot of like one kind of time length thing to do. So a lot of these 2-hour blocks I used because most of my classes are 2 hours, and then occasionally they'll also be 1 hour. So all those stickers are gone, but I can still work around that and keep using this kit probably next week as well, because I really do like it. And then I'm just gonna stick planner time right down here, because I always do my plans on Sundays. Hopefully set up for the week. So now my week is all done. Green is my favorite color, and I did it for the headers. So I'm gonna do it down at the bottom. That is how I typically plan my week. It's not like a super complicated process. You can see even I leave stuff blank. Really the reason why I do hourly planning is because I just need to see the hours I have in the day, and it's less about filling up every single block to make sure I'm always doing something, and more plugging into things in places where I have to be, and then writing like little notes kind of like this of things I need to study for this exam, and kind of just seeing where I have space in the middle of the day to study. So like here I might say, okay, it's lunch, but I'm also going to take some time to review some notes for the exam I have the next day. And then like towards the end of the day, it just gives me space to kind of decide what I'm going to do then, although I tend to schedule in blocks. So this will probably be an hour of, well, I have an exam the next day, so this is all going to be studying for that exam. Not even gonna lie. But like other days, it'll usually be like an hour for one thing, an hour for the next class. So yeah, that's pretty much my week in the 2021 to 2022 life planner. So if you want to see any more videos like this or planities like this, go ahead and comment below what you wanted to see. This video actually happened. I was kind of thinking about doing one, but this happened as soon as it did because I had a lot of people asking me just like they wanted to see what the layout would look like before they went ahead and made their decisions for when launch opens up and goes live on the Erin Condren website. So thank you to y'all for going ahead and letting me know what you wanted to see. So you can comment below with anything else you wanted to see before launch comes up or anything that you still have questions about in these new planners. And I'll catch you on the flip side of planning.